Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Just a heads up that this video is going to be a bit of a mix, a bit of a random video, but I hope that you enjoy. It definitely covers a lot of places you can see in New Zealand, from the North Island to the South Island, a bit of Abel Tasman, Twisel and the Weta Workshop studio. So I hope you enjoy, stick around and let me know your thoughts. Okay, so we are on the ferry now all the way to Wellington. So here we are, having arrived in Wellington to visit our friends after just buying our van, which was very exciting for us. In this clip, Dylan and Tom had been measuring and putting together our foam mattress for our van and stapling everything together. They did a fantastic job, and of course I had to get a photo.
Foil. This is what got me a job at Weta. It's fast, it's cheap, it's in the kitchen, and I can usually mop up something recognizable in seconds.
So at Weta Workshops, the crew have actually brought together these characters that we all love and the special effects for the iconic movies such as The Lord of the Rings, Hobbit and Avatar. It was just fantastic. The tour was really insightful. We learned a lot about the costumes and the making of the props, and as it was very hands-on, we actually got to hold some of the original swords that were used in The Lord of the Rings. So this is us driving towards K Manawa Forest Park. So we're hearing a click. That's how I know it's on. There we go. So now it's on. This will take about 3.5 minutes to 4 minutes to boil. And then once it's boiled, we now have we're making a cafetiere coffee, so we have our super deluxe brine plunger. And we're going to put about 2 or 3 tablespoons in there. This was our first campsite in the North Island with our new van, which was great for us. And here's me cracking an egg.
Come on. It's on. Keep going.
So our time in the North Island was really memorable. We made 2 lovely friends, as you can see, had a great time, made lots of memories, and the lighthouse in particular stood out to me. This was called the Cape Pallisna lighthouse in the North Island, and it was very steep to get up to the top, but fantastic to take pictures with this huge building. We had so much fun. So in this clip we are driving into the Totaranui campsite in the Abel Tasman National Park. So this is our first evening at Totaranui campsite, Abel Tasman National Park, and we are loving it. It's a beautiful evening. We've got the teas brewing and we'll be cooking our dinner for tonight. We've had a lovely day settling in, going swimming in the ocean. The beach is just next door, and Tom has been fishing in his kayak. So it's been a really nice day, and we're looking forward to some food and then a nice rest, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. So this was us crossing the Awaroa estuary with the tide just a bit too high. It was so much fun and definitely a big highlight to our trip. They usually recommend that you leave it about 1.5 to 2 hours, but we had just crossed at about 1.5 hours, so it was definitely too high, but definitely made a memory there. So this was us at Pelorus Bridge, where Tom did some fly fishing and I watched some waterfalls. Beautiful. Next up we have French Pass, which is just phenomenal and probably one of the most beautiful places we've campsites we've been to in New Zealand. Fantastic for its fishing and some lovely walks, just stunning. Tom even saw a great white, we think, so yeah. And some gorgeous horses, and I even did some fishing here, caught kahawai. So the next photos are some from Motueka, where we worked for about 3 months. Beautiful, stunning place near Nelson, so very sunny, and one of the most beautiful beaches, called Wharariki Beach. We would go to at least once a week. Did some swimming, some fishing, and they did lovely iced coffees. So just a perfect little spot there for relaxation. And you could almost be in Fiji with the sand. It was just unreal. And that was just about 15-20 minutes away from Motueka. This burger was one of the nicest burgers I've ever had. This was at the cafe, can't remember the exact name, but it was a cafe at the Wharariki Beach. Oh, this one was also at Wharariki Beach, where we got to do some kayaking. Gorgeous views, as you can see, and we got to see Split Apple Rock, which is a tourist attraction. So this was Poo Poo Springs, in the Nelson, Tasman region. This is the clearest, or the second clearest water in the world. It was just unbelievable. Here I am in the birthing pools, the Maori birthing pools, at the Ruaka Resurgence. Ice cold, but definitely tested my resilience. Here we are at an art gallery in Motueka, which I went to with my friend Elizabeth and had such a good time. There were even Maori singers doing the haka and performing a group number with all the kids as well, and it was just beautiful and lovely to witness their culture and just enjoy that performance. So this is at Wharariki Beach, in the Golden Bay, and this is globally known for the Windows 10 lock screen, as you might recognise, but it was just surreal and picturesque. So this was a fantastic little walk up the hill past these large cows, quite intimidating at first, but really calm and used to all the tourists. And at the top it was such a gorgeous view with the ocean and the beach and just this blue sky. Loved Cable Bay. The colour of the leaves here at Lake Benmore campsite in the autumn was just the prettiest. It's a great spot known for its salmon fishing and trout. And here we have the start of the winter with the snow-capped mountains just before we started our job in Twisel. The winter here in Twisel was very, very cold. It actually reached -10 a couple of nights, and other warmer nights there was snow, so it was very pretty and felt like winter wonderland and gorgeous with the frost in the morning. Hi guys, can I come past? Can I come past? Will you let me through? Will you let me through? Tom is the best chef, look at this. Woo! Thank you. So when we did work in Twisel, we did live in a house, so I did really like to make the most of my baking, and I even made some lasagna, which was really delicious, and I really enjoyed that, and also some homemade bread, as you can see there. My favourites were also chocolate fudge cake, lemon drizzle cake, and flapjacks. I loved visiting the llamas on the river trail walk. They were so surprisingly friendly and were quite curious. So this was Tom and I making our campsite edition homemade bread. It's really simple. All you need to do is you add 1 or 2 teaspoons of yeast, some warm water, and then you can add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Mix well, leave to set for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you just add 5 to 6 cups of flour, high grade is better. And you mix it all together, and then you'll knead it at the end. We had a great evening smoking the salmon, which is very popular in New Zealand. I must tell you, it was delicious. We added manuka honey on top of the salmon, smoked it, and it was divine. Took about half an hour, but was well worth the wait. And now my favourite way of cooking salmon.